each moment we're creating, and we can either be creating from fear, from doubt, from old stories, from shame, from things we're holding on to, things that didn't go right in childhood, like I touched on a little bit earlier in the course. Or we can be creating from heart. Alternatively, we can be creating from our mind, from different parts of us. So it's important to be really intentional before creating any piece. Where am I actually creating from, and what is my intention? Intentionality is extremely important, because without this intention, we can be a little bit too free to move. And sometimes it's like being a bit of a free spirit. You get to flow and do whatever you want, but at the end of the day, there's no real result that's produced. Intentionality is important because as soon as you give yourself that structure and exalting your inner masculine, you give yourself a frame. And this means that your feminine aspect can be held, right? And when she's held, she's seen as important, as sacred, as beautiful. And with this amount of this reverence, this sacredness, everything in life you do becomes so important. Every micro movement becomes important. Every step upon the earth is a sacred act, because you are seeing yourself and moving with the intention of reverence, of sacredness. It's a very, very, very deep respect for ourselves and our lives and that which we're creating, and bringing in this really, really deep respect means that we get to move in life in a really powerful, intentional way. When it comes to using our intention before creating anything, it can be interesting to know that the process of being inspired and being seeded, receiving feminine, an idea, is a very, very natural process as part of who you are. And there are elements to what I'm saying that I just want to give you a bit of an understanding around, but I don't want you to go away and use this process specifically to create something, because I want to make it really clear that you have your own unique, natural, innate, creative process that is part of your unique being and what you came into the world with. When we did what we did as children to play, it's a direct link to tapping into our creativity as adults. Play is a really powerful act. As children, we are so limitless. There is nothing holding us back. We don't have a lot of those stories that we have now as adults that, make us wonder what other people think, or tiptoe, or are afraid to say no. All of those things that are those mother wounds, which we'll tap into soon down the track. But there's this already solidified pathway and this muscle memory and movement that whatever you did as a child to play helps you to become more inspired as an adult. So here we start to see that this trine of creation, this mother, father, child aspect, the creation, gets to come into form even more so again. Our inner children are limitless with what we can create. We can make cardboard boxes and turn them into boats. We have such wild and vivid imaginations because it's just us. We're just being ourselves. So we'll tap more into mother wounds in the next video.